Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Let's Play Skyrim. Last time, when we left off, I had cleared a bunch of minor locations on the border between the Rift and Falkreath, as well as finishing up the Geirman's Hall. For some reason that steel sword is free to take, even though I think nothing else will be. That steel helmet is too, go figure. We arrived at the Rift Imperial camp, and that's where we left off. As is so often the case, there's very little to see here, unless one of these guys happens to have a amulet I need. Looks like I won't be taking that potion. No big deal. As is so often the case, there's really very little to do here. Search this end table. We'll pickpocket and chat with the legate.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Interestingly, though, Legate Fassendil has a bit of unique dialogue. Why did you join the Legion?
My parents were traveling merchants, eventually settling in Cyrodiil. I must have inherited their wanderlust. I joined the Legion to see the world. I know, that's one of those things people say, but it's completely true in my case. It wasn't long before I saw more of the world than I bargained for.
You're from Cyrodiil? What's it like back home?
Home? Home to me is a hot cup of ale at the end of the day and 5 minutes without someone needing something from me. Cyrodiil is a beautiful place, full of diverse peoples and histories. But so too, Hammerfell and Skyrim, and every other place I've been. Don't get me wrong, every country has its dark corners, but that's why we're here, to bring order and civilization, and to protect the people.
Not everyone seems to want us here.
Ulfric and his thugs are stirring up trouble for their own agenda. The Empire is the only thing keeping the Dominion from walking all over Skyrim. It matters little if some of the people here are ignorant to that truth. They are still citizens of the Empire. It is our solemn duty to protect them.
Sounds like you've seen your fair share of hardship.
The life of a soldier is full of hardship. That's nothing. But they send the Legion to places that have gotten too bad to be settled without violence. What's hard is seeing good people warped by evil. And I've seen the face of evil. It was in the air above Sentinel on the night of Green Fire.
What happened during the night of Green Fire?
Back in 42, I was stationed in Hammerfell, on leave in Sentinel, trying to track down some refugee relatives who had fled persecution in Alinor. Suddenly, an explosion of magic in the refugee quarter. Thalmor mages were attacking the Altmer dissidents who were resisting with magic of their own. I ran to the scene with other legionaries who were stationed there, but the entire quarter was a smoking ruin by the time we arrived. Everyone was dead. Wholesale slaughter. The Dominion, not content with killing dissidents at home, came to Hammerfell to finish the job. We're supposedly at peace now, but I put in to be stationed here to keep an eye on the Thalmor. I have a feeling they're behind this unrest in Skyrim.
That's all I wanted to know.
For the glory of the Empire.
Alright then. So next I want to do the ruins of Bthalft, which is a simple little location with 3 bandits in it. But in order to get there, let's swing up here, out this end of the camp, and nick this Corindamore vein. And I suppose we'll deal with this bear. Standard bear's weak enough. I only need to mark it once. Lydia's got it well in hand. Now, one thing occurs to me. There's a particular quest in Riften where we're headed imminently, where I won't be able to get the reward unless restoration is at least at 40. So I'm going to get it there. Before I arc down to the actual ruins of Bthalft, I think it will behoove me to head up here a little ways, strike out to the east for a little exploration and a couple of ore veins. Head up here, there's a pretty obvious dragon mound. Just past it, on the right, there should be another core in the main. There it is. If I keep hugging this rock wall, tracking it to the northeast, I should shortly find another iron vein. And a link to the main road. And I'll just show you where we are, because we have been here before. If I turn left and swing up the main road this way, I'll wind up right back here where we've been before and mined this iron vein. Let's head back up there. I saw a bear messing with some stuff, and we'll come into the ruins of Bthalft from behind. There he is. Alright, we've got that one handled. I was going to say, why is the battle music still playing? I don't know. I do know I've spotted a goat. Anyway, I do suspect that for that quest I mentioned that needs restoration at 40, we may wind up just having to do a touch of grinding. I apologize in advance if that's the case, but 6 or 7 ranks of restoration won't take very long, especially now that we have access to the wind at the back of High Hrothgar. So, he drops goat horns. That's lovely. With those in hand, I need 40 more. Four zero. That's another number that's working its way down, much to my delight. Anyway, we can circle back to the ruins of Bthalft from here. I actually think some of these bandits may already be dead unless it's respawned. Oh, come on. Alright, the others are out of reach. And I don't particularly care. Oh shit, wrong shout. Not a huge deal, but... See, this bandit thug is already injured, so... some level of conflict has already occurred. Alright, good. So there's the ruins of Bthalft. We have discovered it. I'll take it off that list. It is clearable. Part of me kind of thinks it should already be cleared. Anyway, the place does have one corundum vein. I'll go ahead and mine that out. And now I'm just going to look around. Dwemer mechanism. Nothing you have will fit into the mechanism. That's interesting, isn't it? We won't worry about that until much, much later. In the meantime, we'll spring this adept locked chest. That's actually about it for up here. So let's make our way down here. Just so we note. There it is. I said, where are the other bandits? Why isn't it cleared? It just took it a minute to process, which is fine. But the ruins of Bthalft are cleared. As I suspected, those two bandits that rushed us out when we first got to the nearby intersection, I think, were two of the three that theoretically staffed this place. So let's loot down here. We've got barrels and sacks, nothing too inspiring. If we continue down, on this level we can find another one of those mysterious empty convectors. That's all there is. And finally, if we follow these cairns out to here, we wind up back at this intersection. So since I'm so near my carry weight and our next place is actually big, I'm going to head back to Whiterun and offload before we head up to Arcwind Point. I tell you what, I'm going to hold off on restoration. I keep changing my mind about it, I know. Reason is, we can take as long as we need on Alessandra's quest. It doesn't conflict with anything else. So I'm going to give my leveling issues priority. Anyway, 15 iron ingots leaves me needing 47 more. Which is awesome. The only, well, lower numbers are more awesome, but we are getting close to that big fat 0, and that makes me happy. Alright, what do we got here? Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing interesting, I should say. Not a whole lot of nothing.
You're back! Did you get me a present?
Not this time.
Aww.
It's the only thing I never do. Alright, so as we do this, I of course need to track my filled soul gems. The butterfly in a jar will go upstairs with unique items. One, 2, 3, 4, and 3 of them are petty. That's all I really need to know. Alright. There's one fortify sneak. There's a muffle. There's a muffle. There's a water breathing. There's set on enchantables. So let's swing back here. Check the girl's chest. Should still be empty.
What to do. I don't want to play with her anymore.
Butterfly in a jar goes in here. Ten corundum ores go in here. Yeah, that's everything. How much more corundum do I need now? 29. No, 27. 27 more. That is not that much.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Of our own corruption, while you have ascended from the dung of mortality, and now walk among the stars.
Alright,
Come to Dragon's Reach to
let's
discuss
do a
your
little
noble
enchanting.
stories, like the rest of the great warriors.
So with the petties, of course, we want to do Muffle. Everything else, we still want to do Fortify Sneak. There's 89 enchanting. Water breathing for the other petty. And then with the common, we'll do Fortify Sneak. 11 ranks of enchanting to go. Oh, we're getting close.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God duty.
Down we go.
Ascended from flesh to rule the realm of spirit.
Spare a coin for a poor old beggar.
I no longer really have any need to pickpocket gold, as you may have noticed. I'll do it when I'm pickpocketing something else for independent reasons, but largely over the need for that already with the 50,000 I have. Alright, we want to head back to the Rift Imperial camp to continue exploring. What we want to do is head out this end we can see up here. Angled to the right, up what's pretty obviously a navigable path. You can see that ruin off there to the west. That's where we're headed. Ruin icon, anyway. It isn't actually a dungeon. That's Arcwind Point. It's a huge exterior cell. But trust me when I say it's pretty well a full-length location. It's got a boatload of Draugr and a dragon to fight. There's an iron vein down here on the right we don't want to miss. And now we want to start following the switchbacks up the mountainside. that dragon roost is actually different. That's Autumn Watchtower. We'll be going there imminently as well, don't worry. But we're going to do Arcwind first. This place tends to get complicated quickly. Mostly because the dragon can see us right away. But he doesn't get along with the skeletons and Draugr that also inhabit this place, so the challenge is at the outset to keep his attention on me and Lydia while keeping him nicely marked. He will land up here if we give him the space to. Which really is what I want, so I just need to be careful that I maintain some shelter from his strafing runs. Oh, he got into a fight with a Draugr. And a couple of skeletons. Let me just keep count. Now that everything's awake. We've got a Draugr and at least 3 skeletons. And Lydia's going down there to join the fight. Well, shoot. I guess this is happening. There we've discovered Arcwind Point. We have 4 skeletons, 5 skeletons. And a Draugr Scourge Lord. Obviously the dragon is the biggest threat, but we got 1, 2 skeletons. 3, 4 dead skeletons. We'll go ahead and mark the Scourge Lord. There's a 4th dead skeleton somewhere that Lydia already killed. I can just find it. One, 2, 3. Maybe she's only killed 3 so far. I don't know. There's a 4th for sure. still the case, I think, that rib cages are the easiest thing to track. But oh yeah, and there's the 6th one anyway. Got 6 skeletons. We got the Draugr Scourge Lord. Now I need to figure out where the goddamn dragon went. I'll take this inner of the 2 staircases leading back up to the top. I think he's somewhere up here. Oh, he's already dead because the Draugr Deathlord killed him. And another skeleton. I think there's another full-ish complement of skeletons. 3 more. Yep. Oh yeah, like I said, this place is pretty exciting. There's a 10th skeleton there, which I can hardly believe, but it is what it is. One, 2, 3, 4 dead skeletons. And a dead Draugr Deathlord. Exciting stuff, right? I would say yes. I think we've observed the inner staircase now. We can tell there's pretty much nothing there. This is the barrow the Deathlord comes out of, but I don't think there's anything inside it. No, he just pops out of that sarcophagus and that's it. I don't think I ever actually took Arcwind Point off of my discoverable locations list. Oddly enough, this place is not clearable. As there's just so much going on, they didn't want to key it to any one particular enemy and call him the boss. Anyway, that Deathlord is probably not the strongest Draugr. There are generally 2 of the level 36 Grand Soul Persuasion on past this place that we'll ultimately get to. But let's make our way down now. Here on the left is a Quicksilver vein. That's really all that this outer staircase has over the inner one. Yeah, I think we've searched all those. So let's head up here and snag the word wall. This word wall will only be present if you have Dawn Guard installed. The location will still be here if you don't. You just won't. And actually the word wall will too. You just won't get anything. Now this word wall is glitched, and I can see that we're going to get the glitch. In addition to the actual first word of Drain Vitality, it's going to give us a dummy version of Marked for Death that I usually resolve just by never using and never unlocking. Because it is a glitch shout. I'm not even sure what it does or how it will affect the game if you use it, but this wall is supposed to be the first word of Drain Vitality. And that's what we're going to come away with. Word of power learned. Stamina. Drain Vitality. Oh, it didn't do it. Good. Coax both magical and mortal energies from your hapless opponent. I actually like Drain Vitality. It's a pretty cool shout. And if you want that word wall translated, what it says is, "Here lies the body of Svolo, who possessed strength to kill a dragon, but not the stamina to kill many." And we can take the first word of Drain Vitality off the Dragon Shout list. That's always neat. We're not done. We want to head up these stairs now. To another barrow, which will probably contain another Draugr Deathlord. Let me check on Lydia's damage resistance. I think she's doing fine. Yep, she's good. And actually, I'm happy enough having successfully killed and searched everything that I'm going to do a hard save. We only have 3 Draugr left to kill. This one should be the level of Deathlord we're familiar with, but the last 2 tend to be Deathlord archers at level 36, who can not only one-shot me with their bows, but can shout me or Lydia off the cliff and kill us with fall damage. So it can become very difficult.
That's what you want.
Oh, this is a Draugr Death Overlord. My mistake. And if he's going to use Frost Breath and I can keep him on Lydia, she should be fine. Even better if I could get him in the path of that battering ram, because that would ruin him, especially with 2 levels of Marked for Death on him already. Lydia will do well enough on her own. She doesn't need the booby trap. She doesn't even really need any more markings. Nicely done. Nicely done. That's 1. 3 to go. There are 2 potions in here. 3, actually. Oh, I thought he popped out of a coffin, but it looks like he's just here. Oh, no, there's the coffin. It's back here. So before we head up to that tower, where there are 2 more Draugr and the end of the level, we've got this little cemetery to explore with Nightshade, as cemeteries often seem to have. And tucked away in this corner, 1 more Quicksilver vein. That's the last ore mining we're going to do for a while. So I'll switch my right hand back to healing. I'll nick all this Nightshade and check my time. About 45 minutes. Doing well. Doing well. Maybe those aren't going to be Death Lords this time. That would be nice. They actually look a bit lower level. They don't have the big helmets on that I can see. That's good. There's another potion out here. It's a big-ass moon. Alright, I'm going to do another hard save here, just because this part worries me so much. If they do have full power shouts, I'm not so worried about sending me over the cliff, but if they send Lydia over the cliff, we're toast, so I may need to kill them quickly with beast form in order to avoid that happening. Not full powered. Just a scourge. Oh, good. Just scourges. Oh, that's like the best news ever. Of course, I'll still be hosed if they come and shoot at me, but... Oh, don't you run that far away, Lydia. Alright, well, she finished that one.
Do your worst.
Damn it! Are you kidding me? That was fucking lame.
I'll kill you if I have to.
Alright. There we go. All over but the shouting now. Fuck.
Kill you if I have to.
The shouts are still annoying.
Do your worst. You won't get the best of me.
Finish it, Lydia.
Now you'll pay.
Well, if he wants to run up the tower, that doesn't really bother me. Bam. Corundum Ingot actually doesn't help me anymore. That's alright. That's all the enemies. One more hard save. Now we can just loot this little tower and then make our way out. I say that like it's nothing, but there is, thank goodness, because we've earned it, a boss chest in here. There it is. Oh, wow, that was weak. And up at the very tip top, there's one more dead skeleton and a copy of the Restoration skill book Withershins, which we've long since read. It's time to make our way out now. Got about 10 minutes left. Find it faster to just go directly overland like this. Lydia will catch up. There are no more enemies. Anyway, we want to go out the other end because there's actually a loop. And, believe it or not, more structures to explore. I say there are no more enemies. There are actually a couple of frost trolls and maybe a snow bear. Of course, that hardly counts as anything when we've been fighting Draugr and frost dragons, but can't believe how weak that boss chest was. I really feel gypped. Hide armor? Are you kidding me? Whatever. I think Lydia's going to come at me from over here. I think she's going to wind up having to take the long way around. Here she comes. See her running now. Good. I don't even really care which path she takes. As long as she makes it. And she will. Good timing. Right before I even got to the back path. Nicely done. As we trundle out this direction, we're actually looping back to our horse, which is why I'm not too worried, but we will have just a few critters to fight, and even a couple more little structures to check out. And even 2 more ore veins between us and the horse. I know, right? There's your snow bears. That actually may be all we have to deal with. We may not be highly leveled enough to replace them with frost trolls, which is fine. You'll notice we've kind of done a big loop around that dragon roost at Autumn Watch Tower. That's the next place we're going to go. But damn it. I kind of knew that was going to happen.
What do you need?
Get ahead of me.
Okay, got it.
Damn it. I need them both to go after her. Come on now.
What do you need? Okay, got it.
There now. She's still good. Deal with these two right quick. Two is usually enough. So let's step inside this barrow while Lydia handles that. There is a dead Nord and an unlocked chest. I have found exciting things in that chest before. Not this time. Come on, Lydia. Uh-oh. Phew. She's still good. That had me worried. We still good? Yeah. Let's mine this Quicksilver vein. While she finishes him off. There we go. The snow bears are down. I'm free to continue. Despite my paranoia, Lydia did not get hit. She's fine. Keep on heading out. Noting that we're still on a very well-defined, structured pathway. Wes, do you think everything is good or finished? There's still more to check out. Up here on the left, should notice this altar. It has 2 dead Draugr and some potions on it. Might just be 1 Draugr. We'll see. Nope, it's 2. Take all that. Keep on keeping on. We're at about the 1 hour mark, so I'm going to finish getting back to my horse. I'll save the offload for the next video. And after offloading, we should be able to clear Autumn Watch Tower, and it's a little ambitious, but we should probably be able to deal with Froki's Shack as well. Now we just need to make our way down these switchbacks. Paying attention right around the texture change. Back to the aspen trees and grass of the rift. Right at the bottom of all these switchbacks is an iron vein. And there's Arcwind Point. Kinda hard to spot. At least at the entrance, both the paths leading up to it are pretty nondescript and easily missed, but big location, lot happening. So somewhere right around here is an iron vein. There it is. Just tucked right up under those switchbacks. Let's grab that right quick. I'll shuffle back north to the Rift Imperial camp where our horse is. We'll end the video there, ready to offload. Probably could go ahead and do Autumn Watch while over encumbered, but why take chances? You can see the Frost Dragon perched up there. I don't think we'll attract its attention at this distance. Especially with everything else already cleared out. He says as the damn saber cat shows up and murders the fuck out of him. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I know a way to speed this up. God damn it, that was horrendous. Fucking really? Alright, I suppose I need to get a minimum distance between me and Autumn Watch Tower. Or else the dragon can hear me. Just can't shout right next to the rocks. Still, I can't believe that fucking saber cat killed me. Tried to get behind Lydia, wasn't fast enough. Well, we do know where everything is, so hopefully we can speed it along a little bit this time. Oh, that pisses me off. I should know better than to say things like everything is cleared out or everything is dead. I gotta save before every shout, just in case the dragon hears me. Oh, come on, I don't want to run over. I was on track to finish a nice, tidy 5 minutes over, not too bad, and then that fucking saber cat. He better at least have the decency to drop one of the teeth I need. Alright, fuck the switchbacks. Mostly. I still feel compelled to harvest these snowberries, unfortunately. just go straight this way and get the iron vein. Now, as I recall,
What do you need?
he showed up
Okay, got it.
right around that corner. I just need to keep her ahead of me.
Okay, got it.
Oh, he's over there now. What the heck?
Anything else?
I guess he's just what you'd call easily distracted. Well, we got hunters chasing deer. That's a pretty well-defined encounter, but I think it's one we've seen before.
What do you need? Okay, got it.
Perfect. Alright, let me make sure I do already have hunters chasing deer. No, I don't. So, there we go. Pretty basic little encounter we saw over there. Not even one I need to run after. But you got a couple of hunters after a deer. The encounter is called Hunters Chasing. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, and look at that. He doesn't drop a tooth. Well, fuck you, dude. Anyway, even if we didn't get close enough to really participate in it, we saw the Hunters Chasing encounter, and we can take that off the list. I was going to ask why Lydia isn't following me. It's because
What do you need? Anything else?
I gave her the wait
Heading
there
out?
command.
As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
Follow me. There we go. Oh man, there's so much that can go wrong. So many variables. Alright, we really are almost there now. Only about 10 minutes over. That's still not too bad. And there's our horse. Finally. What the hell is this guy doing? Straight chillin', I guess. Alright. We're here, and I think this is a good stopping point. Staring at my horse will be a good reminder that the first thing I need to do is offload. This has been Let's Play Skyrim. We cleared out the Rift Imperial camp, the ruins of Bthalft, and the sprawling expanse of Arcwind Point. Next time we're going to tackle the dragon at Autumn Watch Tower and probably, hopefully, visit Froki at his shack as well. Until then, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please do consider clicking on an ad, liking, sharing, subscribing. These things all really help me out. Of course, if you do none of the above, I still really appreciate the time you spend watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.